Hello, everybody. My name is Maria Isabel Angel. I am from Colombia. We are super happy because I have an amazing guest, an amazing artist that I admire and I have been admiring for years. Her name is Soraia. How are you, Soraia?
Hello, my dear. I'm fine. How are you, everyone?
Everything is okay. We are super happy to have you here in our festival. So, how are you? How is your family? How is the situation in Egypt and in Cairo right now?
Alhamdulillah, everything it's okay. My family is very good. Alhamdulillah. My friends also. Here in Egypt, we finished the pandemic and we start to finish. We are in the translation,
Transition.
transition, la
Mhm.
transition, the pandemic to the pandemic from the normal life. Everything is good now. It's better.
Mhm. Okay, so everybody wants to know more about you. How did you get started into the dance? You are from in Brazil, so I guess you started dancing in Brazil. So tell us a little bit this story that you live in Brazil and then you moved to Cairo, your beginnings.
When I'm baby, I was ballet. I was make ballet. After this, I come to make 5 years. I work it in the folklore, Egyptian folklore in Brazil. I am from the first one. I am the first one make Egyptian folklore in Brazil because I was in the association, Brazilian Egyptian Association in Brazil. This is from the embassy to Brazil many years ago. And after this, I worked in the Khan El Khalili there in Brazil as a big big school in Brazil. I worked in Brazil, professional dancer 10 years. And after this, I moved to Egypt. I come to Egypt to Ahlan wa Sahlan festival, the best festival in this time. And Madame Raya Hassan, she saw my small dance, Kalsoum, on the stage and the classes, sorry, in the classes. And she told me, please, I want to make 3 minutes in my festival. In this time, I make 3 minutes only by Danak for Kaltoum. And one impresario saw my dance and told me, I have a contract for you. In this time in Brazil, I take a lot of money in Brazil in this time. And I came to Egypt to take a small money, but this was my dream. And I came 3 months. I go to Brazil. In 3 months, I came to Egypt, come back to Brazil, and come back to Egypt, and stay for 3 months here in Egypt. Sorry, 1 week in this to prepare myself and to come back to Egypt. And my contract was 3 months, and I stayed now I think 20 years, and in Sheraton Cairo 6 years, and after Cairo, Sheraton Cairo, Marriott, all the time in Egypt. I don't like to work with CD. I worked with my band and five stars hotels all my life.
Mhm. That is incredible. So many years in Egypt. Can you believe how time just flies?
Sorry.
Time just goes so fast. Can you believe that 20 years already passed?
Yes, it's too much but in the beginning, when I came here, I don't speak Arabic very well. I don't speak English. I don't have no one. In this time, Madame Raya Hassan, she's not here. She was travel 2 months in America. I'm alone, me and my God only. And in this time, not like now, we have internet, WhatsApp, and Instagram to enjoy yourself. No, not in this time, roots time, very difficult time. I don't have no one. I don't see no one. It was very difficult in the beginning, but my love to the dance was everything for me. That's now when I look to my back, I say, oh my God, how much this girl loved this dance. Because I moved from my country, from my friends, from my money. In this time in Brazil, I have everything. I come to here to start from the zero. And when I came to Egypt, I take money with me just to live 3 months. It's too much, yes, I bring to me too much, but not like I have in Brazil. And when I start to work, I say, okay, I want to stay here. I put everything in my family name because I know I don't will come back again. But now oh my God, I look like, wow, was very and like I don't know the name in English, but it's like wow, how I do that? It's very difficult.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So talking about how the dance has changed, okay? So between how it was back then and how it is right now, the dance changed a lot. Before the stage was something else and today is something else. I mean, the music has changed, the costumes has changed, the style of the dance has changed. So how have you seen these changes? It has changed a lot.
Yes, changed a lot, and the dance every time the dance need to change, and sorry, the dance change in the same level of the culture of the people in the world, not in Egypt or not in Brazil, no, not in Colombia. I think you have, for example, I don't know, I'm sorry if I'm a mistake, it's a mistake, but in Colombia we have the reggaeton.
Reggaeton, of course, we have reggaeton, yes.
Okay, if you check the reggaeton, for example, reggaeton from 10 years is not like now. We have a evolution in the reggaeton. It's the same in the belly dance, in the raqs shari. But now, because a lot of foreigners is here, and the foreigners from Russian, and the Russian girls is very aesthetic girls, but they don't need to dance the belly, the raqs shari, the Egyptian dance.
Mhm.
And because the Egyptian dance, a lot of people in this time don't concentrate about this. The Egyptian dance, when you check, for example, Suherzaki, and you check Suherzaki, you say, okay, this is easy. I have cambre, I have big turns, I have. But the Egyptian dance is not about technique, it's about the feeling together with the music. How you
Mhm.
listen, you can listen the music. Because that now you can see dancers and these amazing dancers, amazing, great girls, great views, look, but they don't have the same magic like the Egyptian dances, like Fifi Abdu, like Tahia Carioca, like Suherzaki, because now we have technique only, we don't have feeling. And sometimes we have another music like Mahraganat. Mahraganat is not belly dance. It's not Ras Sharqi. Mahraganat is Mahraganat. And now is a big confusion of this. Fadis introducing the dance in the Ras Sharqi, in the belly dance. And now you can see everyone. Now, of course, you have exceptions, but most of the girls and boys around the world dance in the same way because this is
Mhm.
easy. Now the dance now is easy. It's not like before when you have to translate everything in your hips, everything when you move your shoulder, you have to put your shoulder and your arms together with your hip and inside of the difficult music. But that's the I don't like to say evolution of the belly dance because for me is the dance come back
Exactly.
because you can do Mahraganat. I dance Mahraganat before the Mahraganat to be moda, and in this time the people, the haters, yani, in the internet inside of my comments very bad about my body, about me, about my costumes, and this is only one music inside of 1 hour and a half of my show. Do you understand how the mentality changed? And the people in this time just see one music inside, yani one tableau in my show. Now we have the girls and the boys in around the world working only Maharaganat. And Maharaganat is not belly dance. And they know that. But this is easy. Do you know? But this is
Mhm.
not evolution. The belly dance, the Ras Shari never change.
Yeah.
10 steps. And you have to know that. If
Mhm.
you want to make the moda, Maria, you dance, you stay on the stage 5 years maximum. Maximum. After 5 years, maximum. That's if you are a great, beautiful girl, boy, and beautiful body and sexual. Okay, you stay 5 years, but the media is 3 years. Check anyone in the Instagram, the girls here in Egypt. It's 3 years because we have another, the new one. Do you know? Because this is moda. But who is the teachers around the world? Who is the dancers you never forgot? The people dance the belly dance, the Ras Shari, real Ras Shari.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
All,
exactly.
all of us dance Mahraganat. And this way, all of us. But not, I come to here to teach you Kalsum and the cambre and the hair and the grande car and they put my hands and my hips and like a crazy, you know. This is Kalsum, is startup. You have to tinterib with your body at the same time. But that's my opinion in the general about the dance.
Exactly. So as I want to ask you about what the audience right now, what do they want? When they, because the audience has changed also. The dance changed, the music changed. So I guess the audience changed also. So the audience is still the public, they still want to hear Kulsum, Abdel Wahab, Halim Hafez. They still want to hear this music, or they want more Mahraganat, more Shabi? What do they want right now?
Listen, when you go, you Colombian people, go to wedding or you go to the disco, what you want to listen from your country? You want to listen most of the time when you are in the party, the new music, the hits of this time, right?
Exactly.
And in middle of the party, you can listen something old from your country, but in most of the time when you drunk, you want to listen something new. But that's the audience in Egypt. Now, what's the moda? What's the top hits in Egypt? Shabi, يعني the Shabi and Mahraganat. When you prepare your show, you dance Shabi. The Shabi is like the baladi. You don't have to be crazy all the time and move like Iraqi dance all the time. In the Mahraganat, you can do everything what you want to do because this is like a very like this, like street dance. This is dance from the ghetto, from the community, de la comunidad. But here in the Mahraganat, you can do everything because this is not from the belly dance. You don't need to put, if you want, it's like a fusion, you know. Because if you go to dance like the girls now in Egypt, yani the girls, the Egyptian girls, not the dancers, no. When I came here in 2001, when you go to the wedding, you see the girls dancing baladi, you know, the movements like tam, like yani the basic movements from the Ras Shari. Now, when you see the teenage, they move themselves like the boys, you know. It's like kid, you know. Everything is completely different. But in my opinion, when you go to dance to audience, you have to make a mix between this because you are not the girl from the wedding, the guest. You are the artist. But your dance have to be more artist. The audience here, if you are a great dancer, the audience take from you everything you have because you are beautiful dancer. Do you know? But the audience want to listen, of course, the modern sound. But also at the same time, if you put one beautiful Kalsum recording the quality good between in your show, they listen and they to be happy. The young boys, my husband, for example, my husband is not artist. He hate Arabic music. He's Egyptian. He hate, but he love Abdel Halim. When he come here to me in some Mahragan here in Egypt, he say, please, I come. I don't want to come, but I come for you because I know you is important day for you. Please, one Abdel Halim and I to be happy. He don't like Egyptian music, but he like Abdel Halim. Do you understand? But you have here in the people.
So it's very curious what you say that the girls right now in the weddings, for example, what they are doing is just Mahraganat and they are not doing baladi, not as often. So I wonder what will happen. This change is forever. This change forever. Like we are not going to see the girls and the just the community, normal, the social dance. Is the social dance that we know as rags or rags baladi is going to disappear? And instead, what we are going to have is Mahraganat, or are we going to keep it?
This is the teenage. When the woman dance, the woman, yani like 21, 22, 23, front of the guys in the wedding, they dance like us, belly dance, dress
Okay. Okay.
because this is the moda only. This go,
Exactly.
this
Exactly.
dance, this will change.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And it's also these Mahraganat movements, perhaps a younger, she can do it because when you are a younger, the grandmas, perhaps the mom will allow some stuff, because the movements are a little bit too masculine, But when you are a teenager, the mom or the grandma or the aunties, they are not going to see this as good, if they behave or if they dance in a very masculine way, no?
But they yani, change when they make not in the very masculine way, is different. Is different from the guy. It's the same movement. It's something like, for example, if you check in my Instagram, I have Mahraganat like these girls. It's the community girls, not the 5 stars waiting. Because in the beginning of the Mahraganat, few years ago, there's not mod. I listened the first time, the revolution time. I take my boys, my staff to show me how I can dance. And I go in the hair house and I see the girls like they dance. It's not too much masculine. But the family don't care. When you stay in the party here in Egypt, the family don't care what you do, but you do with respect, to respect your body. But that's the way. Don't make like this in the guys. Don't dance like this in the guys. You respect your body. It's okay. You do what you want to do.
So talking about your career, because you have been saying that some dancers they just stay like 3 years or 5 years max, So Soraya, you have been there 20 years. You are still one of the top dancers of Cairo. How are you still doing what you love to do? What has been the secret, in your career? Is hard work? Is just keeping yourself innovative? How are you still doing what you love to do and being one of the best? What tips and advices can you give to the girls?
When I dance, I change every day. Every day, if you come to my show, because of course I have, right now I have contract in 2 hotels, in the City Stars in Fairmont. In this time, yani before the pandemic, but like right now. When you work every day, for me, I have to prepare to myself to the guests come to me every day, because I have some guests come to me every day. Every day, I change my show. Every single day. And all the time, I make new style in my dance, but inside of my style. You never see when I make my name here in Egypt. Yani, in the beginning, in the first year, 2 years, I don't know who I am. When I know who I am in the dance, I'm talking about the dance. When I know who I am, my style, I change my style with me in my yani. I change the dance, I change the style, but inside of my style. You never can see Soraia make something step from the moda. All the girls take from hips from me. The old dancers like Dina, for example, she sometimes have hips from me. Another people have hips from me, but I try to don't take from another people. That's my opinion. if you go to take something, for example, I take something from Dina, I'm change from the Dina style to my style. And like that's the way all the dancers do. The dancers are like yani, old dancers. Of course, you have some dancers like, for example, Madame Fifi Abdu. She never take nothing from no one. But in the generation, yani, of course, I'm not from the Dina generation. Dina, she's older than me. But for example, when she takes something, she changed herself. When I take something, I'm changed to myself. But I think that's the way, because why I'm work, how I'm work all these years, because it's too much years in the same place. Sometimes I think about this, because every year I go and I say, I think now I don't have contract. I will, and I have another place to go, and the hotel say, no, you don't go, please, you stay here, because we make 1 year more. 1 year I stay 6, 5, 10 years, like 6 stars. I'm from 2004, but that's the secret. Change all the time, make new for the people. But that's I told you in the beginning of the interview. I never move myself from the Oriental dance, the Raqs Sharqi. And when you see Soraia, I never record myself to social media. When you see Soraia, you have quotes from her show. My show in my place is minimum 1 hour. And all the time, all my life, I start to very old school Oriental dance, music and style and dress. The middle, some folklore, or some like maybe Oriental, maybe balaji, not folklore, maybe balaji, maybe yani something also not too much old, but not too much new. Something very, very Egyptian. And the last of my show, Mahraganat and fusion and tabla sol, and I make like a crazy, that's my show. But of course, in the middle part, I have maybe some shabby hits from the people, but not Maharaganot in this time. Maybe if the people please Soraia, that's happened also. I want to listen. Too much people want to listen the same music I put in the middle. But that's the secret. You never change from the Oriental dance to another moda, because moda is moda. Because that you concentrate, you don't have a big star after Dina. The Dina, she's the last, yani, after Dina, you don't have one Egyptian superstar. Why?
That is
Dina, she's never changed her, yani, Dina was very Oriental. Of course, you have the yani, opinions here about this. Some people say she's not Oriental, but for me, she's very Oriental, very Egyptian, but in Dina style. But that's the way.
exactly, but that is very interesting, Soraya. I have never thought about that Dina is the last Egyptian superstar, that everybody in Egypt knows, like from the north to the south, because Randa Kamel is very famous also, but is more famous between the Oriental dancers and the community of Oriental dance. But in Egypt, you say Dina, and a taxi driver or a manager or a owner of a hotel will know Dina. So why we don't have a next one? Like, who is the next Egyptian, native Egyptian star? And why we don't have right now,
Bus.
like others in the line? What happened?
Why? All this, I talk it too much now, but all this I told you, that's the way the old people dance and do it. But Gina, she was, now of course, now Gina, she yani, start to stop it to the dance. But Gina, when she danced before, she was a great dancer and have a very single style, and never she tried to be like another dancer. And now you have most of the time yani, sorry, but that's my opinion. I'm so sorry if no someone to be sad with me, but all the Egyptian dancers now try to be foreigners. You have one exception in this time, he's Aziza. Aziza, she's a real Egyptian dancer. But all the Egyptian teachers and Egyptian dancers, when you check, you put Egyptian dancer from this time. And Russian is the same, it's similar. It's very similar, it's very aggressive dance, and that changed too much. Of course, I'm talking in the general. We have great dancers from Russian, we have great dancers from Brazil, we have great dancers from Egypt, but I'm talking about the stars. We don't have stars because the girls, Egyptian dancers come now, they say, who is the first one, who is the number one in Egypt now? Is Johara. Sophie Nor. That's the way. Why you know this? In the Ramadan, the television talk about this in the between the interviews. The first one, the number one is Sophie Nor. The number two is Johara. Number three is Dina. And this last year, number three is Lourdiana, Brazilian. And the number four is Dina. Do you know where Dina? This is terrible. This is terrible because Dina, she's a great dancer. But now we have new people. But these new people make moda. But the girls come, Egyptian girls come, new girls, new, fresh girls. She don't want to be like Dina now. She want to be like the number one because she want to work. Who is number one? Who is number two? Of course, Lourdiana, she's new because the trend, but I don't know if she should continue in this position or not, because last year is a trend. But the few years now, 2 years, 3 years, is Sophie Nor and the Johara. Do you understand? But when the Egyptian girl come to work, she want to be like these girls. Too much hair, too much boobs. It's like this, because this is this work.
Exactly. So talking also about this work, this line of work, how is really working in Egypt and in Cairo right now? Because many girls, when they are studying, they just want to go to Cairo or to the Middle East, and they just want to be the stars, but they don't know really how hard it is, how hard it is and how dangerous in some cases is. In some cases, everything is okay because you go with a contract, everything is correct, everything is safe, but in some cases it's not, So, but it's like everybody just wants to go and everybody thinks it's easy, it's fast, it's safe. What can you tell to these girls about, for example, your journey and what they have to expect? What is the reality of working there?
About the reality, reality, I don't know very well. But I want to tell you one thing. Everything you see in the Instagram, that's fake. That's fake. But take care. Because your inspiration, I know, is the Instagram from the girls in the pool, diamonds and champagne. That's not from the dance. That's I want to tell you. If you don't have problem to make everything to work, come. If you don't afraid, and maybe everything the guy tell you have to do, you can do. That's my topic. If you don't want, like me, I don't want to sleep with a man. I don't want to go here and here and here. But now is not for dance to Egypt. Is not just to dance. Not like in my time. You have to go to dinner, to be polite with everyone. Now, for example, where's Johara? Where? Johara have a prison because prostitution, because fake papers, a lot of things. And she's not alone. And you see a lot of things after the pandemic. We have too much problems here. But you have to be careful. Now you know the girl, someone killed her.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I
And
was
the
going to ask
policy,
about her. Exactly.
and the policy take the guy. No media, no feminist on talking about this girl. She was a little girl,
Mm-hmm.
but she came. She don't know how he live here. Go dinner with this one. Go dinner because that's the way. And when I don't have problem if you want to work with your body, but when you working with your body, not like a dancer in the Arabic country, you to know what to do. You have to have someone because the women around the world, when you have something like a sexual crime, someone makes something with your body, the policy don't care. That's not only in Egypt, that's in the world, in America, in Brazil, and everywhere. But when you talk about country, from Arabic country, but you have to be careful, please. Not easy, it's not easy. And I don't want to cry again about these little girls.
Exactly, exactly. Yes, because people may think it's easy, it's safe because, as you say, it's like you put the best in social media, but sometimes it's not what you live every day. It's like it's something that you have. Maybe you have a celebration, maybe you are in a five-star hotel, maybe, but this is not every day, perhaps. And yes, we cannot believe 100% what everybody is posting because we are posting the perfect life in social media, the dream, the perfect life, but sometimes it's far from the truth, huh?
Of course. And that's the point. Here in Egypt, it's very easy to make a sugar daddy. Yani, come to talk open. If you are younger, beautiful girl, you don't have problem to have one old guy up of your body. You have everything. And you put in the social media, but that's not come from the dance. The dance, you start from the down and
Exactly.
come to up. And now in Egypt, sorry, now they don't care if you know to dance or not. That's the point. You have a beautiful body, and the body may be more bigger, more small. Yani don't have a roots. But you go to this place have one style, this place want another style. But most of in the general, is you can listen.
Mhm.
Is a You can listen to me.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And most of the time they want what? Big boobs, big popo, tall, or not too much. But the important to be belly dancing in Egypt now in this time is boobs and popo. You say, oh, but I have a lot of girls don't have big boobs. Yes, you don't have, but you work without dress, really, without under. That's Egypt now. The dance in Egypt now.
It is true, it is true. So talking about, we talk a little bit about the influence of social media in the dance right now. So do you think that the social media is changing the life? No, I mean the dance in Egypt, in Cairo, and what people expect from a show is what these famous dancers, not just in Egypt, but in the entire world, all in Instagram, everybody that is posting something in Instagram, do you think that this is affecting the dance in Cairo? As you say, the young girls, they are just like, they admire Oksana or Joara, or even the Egyptian dancers, you say that they don't want to be like Dina, they want to be perhaps like Oksana or something like this. So do you think the social media is changing and is like influencing the dance, not just of the dancers, but of the normal people in Egypt?
I think so. I think so, because like we talked in the beginning, the people check the social media. For example, now if I have a wedding, I'm take from the Instagram. For the Instagram will show me the most people in the explore. The people have now know how to work the social media, and that's the yani, it's like the circuit now is the Instagram, and the all the dancers come here because the dancers foreigners check the Instagram and see a beautiful life here in the dancers and come to work here. Do you understand? But these make like a yani, the marketing come like this. But I think yes, of course. The social media now I think change not only in Egypt or changing the around the world
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. They say,
Exactly.
and you know, now to be we talk again about the dance. To be a great dancer, just you have to know how to work in the Instagram.
Mm.
That's the point.
Exactly, exactly.
You don't
Okay,
have to
so
be a dancer now.
exactly, exactly. So I know that you are busy, and thank you so much for for this interview. It has been a very interesting chat because, as we say, right now with social media, what do you believe? Do you believe everything that is social media, or you want to hear and listen, for example, people with experience and that are living 100% the real thing there, and they are open as you are just to talk honestly, you know? You are not talking like, oh, this is the dream, this is the dream. No, you are talking, okay, this is the reality, this is what really is going on.
But we have one in Brazil. We say, my people, yani the rainbow people, they say, when you see close, you don't see wrong.
Hmm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Guys, social media, I'm talking about something, I know what I tell you. All these girls in the social media have a big problem. Not yani, like me, like you have problems. But like you told me now, Maria, the people don't put the bad things, just the amazing time. And a lot of girls here take from, for example, go to 2 days in the beach, in the vacation. They take a lot of movies from this travel 2 days, and she put all the months. She changed, wallahi, wallahi, she changed the closet. I see that's my eyes. I say, what you doing now? And she say, no, because the Instagram, I have to change my clothes. Go to toilet in the restaurant and change the clothes and come again. And I chuck
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
But that's the reality. The reality is not
Yeah.
we see in the Instagram.
Uh-huh. And
Never.
it's like, and the danger is that the new generations of dancers, they are going to copy. They are going to copy. So it's like a circle, that what is going to happen, So everybody, all the students are going to think that the dance is what they are posting, like these stars of right now. So the young generations are going to copy, and where is the dance going to go? Where? The movements, as you
Yes.
say, is just like is it will be just a sensual dance. It's just about the dress, the makeup. Where is the art? Where is the feeling? So where is our dance going? And some people that are influencers, they don't understand the responsibility that they have right now, that everything that they are posting is going to influence the future generations. So where is the dance going, Soraya? Where do you see the dance is going?
Bossy. For example, we don't. When I think when I'm talking about the dress, for example, I'm not talking about the dresses and about. You have burlesque. Burlesque, it's amazing dance. I love burlesque, and the burlesque you dance without costume. Your body's out, but this is art. But I don't talk. We don't talk about the dress. We talk about what you do with your dress, how you can move your body with your dress. When you dance, yani, you have to. have like you ask yourself, that's everyone can do, or these just some people can do? Because the art, not everyone can do, but some think like yani, I don't know how to say in English, because that I say, if I put my mouse like this, everyone can do that. But if I make you feel the same feeling, like I make like this, and when I make with my eyes, this is art, but it's the sexual way. That's an example, because I don't have English girls to talk too much philosophy. But that's the point. Ask yourself, this everyone can do. This is not art. If just when I'm in the to my spirit, I can do is I'm concentrate with myself. This is art.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so which last tip can you give the students right now that they just want to dance and they want to learn more and respect more the Raqs Sharki? Which advice and final words can you give them?
First, my opinion, try to learn Arabic language to understand the music, because when you understand, you have feelings, and this help you a lot to dance. Watch a lot of videos from the golden era, from the black and white movies, like Namet Mukhtar, Naima Akif, Samia Gamal, Tahia Karaoke, and then. Because when you have these school very good in your body, you can make new, and you have one style from you, because these people now is not here with us. But that's my opinion. That's what I do every single day in my life. Before I sleep, I watch one movie from this time.
That is incredible. That is incredible to keep connected with the root, with the essence of Oriental dance. So, Soraya, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for chatting with me, giving us all this amazing, amazing information. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Maria, for inviting me. And sorry about my English. Sometimes I think I changed. Thank
Mine
you
is
so
the
much.
same. So, you're from Brazil, I'm from Colombia. We are trying to speak English. So, okay, no, thank you so much. So this was Soraia Zaied. She's a legend. She's one of the top artists right now in Egypt. So we are super happy to have you in our festival, Menat. So thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you everybody for watching this interview. So we will see each other in another opportunity, okay?
Thank
You
you
so much.
so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.